Hey everybody, I'm going to do a video, and in conjunction with an email, or you can probably follow this just purely on this video. And it's being done this way because it's a little more fun to watch a video than it is to read an email, and I want it to stand out more than just another email. As you may or may not know, I went away for a week. I went away for three reasons actually. I wanted to visit Jesse. We needed to visit a customer. I needed to visit Rob, who does our telemarketing, and third, I just wanted to go away and think for a bit because, sometimes it's day-to-day stuff, and I forget to go think and try to figure out where we are, what we did, what we need to do different in the future to continue to improve. So that's what I'm going to talk about here. So it's been a year, a little over a year since we brought AMS in. They were radical, but I knew for a long, long time that we needed to make changes. And they say that you hire a consulting firm to confirm your own thoughts. And I would totally agree with the fact that that's what happened with these guys. And what I wanted to change more than anything else was the attitude of the company. I don't want us to be an old thinking company, and we were really getting to be that way. Very, this is the way it is. Nothing can change it. So, if I were to look back and think that on the things that changed from a positive standpoint, that's what I'm trying to change, and I think I did change to a pretty good extent. The kind of ping pong table cleaning out the area thing is like the culmination of that, where I like those old pictures in our office from some dude that made that stuff in the 1400s. That's not who I want to be. I want to be a ping pong playing company, where we're talking when you want to talk at a ping pong table, and we're, cool like that. Like videos instead of emails. So the attitude was number one, but the number two thing has to rank right up there with this constant situation that we've been in for the last 10 years, where we just don't have another deal, or we have one stinking deal that we're counting on, and when we don't get it, we're in big trouble. And that's why I came back here to this exact location, because this is where I was on the fourth day of my last vacation, and as always, it fell apart because something back at the office needed my attention, and it was a big mess. We had no way to come up with the money. We didn't have enough money for the bid bonds for this job at Centennial, and we absolutely had to have that job at Centennial because we had like no other prospects. So that's the change that I want you all to remember from this video. We have now at least 10, probably 15 strong prospects. And it's a lot better feeling to have 15 strong prospects, and you're going to get some of them. Whereas when you have one or two and you don't get one of them, you're in trouble. So I think we changed our attitude, and the second thing that was pointed out by AMS is that we needed to do something more effective from a sales standpoint. So we made a lot of changes as far as sales goes. No secret whatsoever. Maybe it's news to you for me to admit it, but look at the two managers I'd hired. The resumes that came in for operations managers were like boring me to death from the standpoint of these are the guys that I hated when I was a consultant that don't get it. They got this attitude that operations is more important than sales. You need both. So Tim and Dale both get that. They know every day what we have to do is help sell, and to sell, and they help me sell a lot. So that's the other thing I want you to remember from this. We have definitely changed the way we look at business day in and day out, with much more of a focus on selling. Now I'm going to look down at my little notes here that I've made in the pre-video announcement. I had made a see, I do it. Oh, you can't see that. It's all nothing but a big bright light. I have titled Progress This Far Since AMS in October 2010, Concerns, Excited About, and Tactical Moves. So I'm not going to read every single one of those to you. I will distribute this, but completely revamped the team. Okay, we had a lot of dead weight in the company, guys. We had a ton of dead weight that was killing us. And now I think we have a great team, a team that wants to succeed, and it seems to be a team that wants to have fun while we do it, which is really key. And I know that the SureTel team is fun to work with, and I think we have a great new partner back on the Alcatel side with Robbie. So many amazing things happened, and I wanted to energize me because I knew that was important. I don't know if anybody else is energized, but I'm definitely energized by all the changes that have taken place. We've had some great additions. I'm reading here: Tim, Dale, Andrew, Joey. Welcome back, Joey. What a job you've done. Adrian, my man, my man. My word, she does a great job. And I could go down the list. Jessie Smith is out there every day doing her thing. Jesse Molnar, Ricky, Gavin, Lars back there pounding away at things that are difficult. We have an amazing team, and I mean, you have to understand that the payroll changes that were made are going to make us a much healthier company. We were blowing money, just wasting money on payroll, and you talk about trying to manage the Amex account or manage this. I mean, the amount of money that we're going to save every month is just so significant that you don't have to worry about nickels and dimes when you've made $10,000, multiple $10,000, $25,000, $30,000 a month changes, and you have a better team as a result of it. Okay, so the next thing I have on here that I would definitely say is significant is the SureTel edition, and that's why we have a lot more prospects. That was only a slight recommendation of AMS. They didn't really weren't around long enough to know that we were struggling with Alcatel, but I heard some things they said about generically what they say as consultants, and is your product line strong, and do you have concerns about your product line? And it made me own up and go, yeah, I've had concern about this product line for a long time. We used it to get into the business because I didn't want to be the ninth guy selling a Nortel system back in the 90s. And so all of you have learned this business because of SureTel. But they haven't put an ounce of money into that voice product in 7-8 years. And it didn't keep up. So now we have a really great voice product, and their data products from Alcatel are a good story. They're excellent. So we have two good stories to tell from that standpoint. We did things with Tiger Paw in this last year. I really wish Kendra had stayed. I got to be honest with you. She was a tremendous help, and she really got Tiger Paw and how it was important to the company. And I got to give it to Adrian because she's getting that now. I got to go back to that. We have got to use Tiger Paw to manage this business. I'll leave it at that. It's important. It's not the easiest thing in the world to use, but it is important to the business. I think we have a clear focus on being able to do a couple $1 million in data sales now too with Dale and his knowledge of that. Harwick is on fire for that. He knows how to sell that. He definitely does. Tom Daly from Alcatel is good. And Robbie, we're going to sell data products. So, you take a look at what we did in the last few years with data. It was just okay. But starting with Centennial, we're going to get big data deals. I promise you that. In a weird position. Okay. Spend some time with Jesse Molnar. What a guy. Everybody tells me that, but I forgot because I don't see him face to face. So another part of the STC team that's so strong. Really, that guy knows what he's doing, and I can see why everybody likes to work with Jesse. All right, now I'm down to my concerns. Tim's spread a little too thin. I got him doing a lot of things, so we have to maybe make some more changes to accommodate that. He's selling now, and I like the fact that he's selling. Dale's selling too, but I think Tim's going to be more inclined to get out there every day and sell voice. And voice sales takes a lot longer than data sales, so could be some changes coming from the standpoint of management focusing a little bit. Operation, I'm beating around the bush. I might put Dale in charge of the operations team instead of Tim. I might. There you go. This was an interesting one that I typed out. I think I typed this out on the phone. The entire team is awesome, as I've said, and I believe that. We have a tendency to trivialize some things that are really not trivial. And the one thing that comes to mind is that nothing that you do in the sales process can be taken for granted. You can't take anything for granted in this business, or you'll get you'll lose. Um,